The OTS tool setter is multifunctional. All settings are configured using the trigger logic technique. This allows you to review the probe settings by observing the multicolor LED display. For ease of use, the OTS has only one LED located in the optical window of the probe body. The trigger logic allows you to change the settings by deflecting the stylus and observing the changes in the multicolor LED display. In operation, the multicolor LED shows the state of the probe, whether triggered or seated. The LED also shows the state of the batteries. If the batteries are dead, the LED will stay either constant red or flash red to indicate that the batteries must be changed. Instructions on how to replace the batteries are included in this guide. All LED combinations are listed in the user guide. The OTS can be in one of three modes: standby mode, waiting for a switch on signal; operating mode, the probe is ready to be used; and configuration mode, meaning the probe is ready to be configured using the trigger logic method. A detailed graphical explanation of the function of the trigger logic can be found in the OTS user guide. To review the current probe settings, remove the battery cassette for 5 seconds. Then reinsert it. When reviewing settings, do not deflect the stylus. The probe now goes through a startup sequence: an LED check, the enhanced trigger filtering setting, the optical probe identification, low or standard optical power, and a battery status review. The probe will return to its standby mode after 5 seconds. The flashing LED colors, sequences, and the mode they represent are fully explained in the user guide. To enter the OTS Trigger Logic settings menu, remove the battery cassette for 5 seconds, deflect the stylus, and, keeping the stylus deflected, replace the battery cassette. Once the battery cassette is installed, keep the stylus deflected until the battery status review is completed. Then release it. Once the review sequence is complete, the user has the option to change each mode by deflecting the stylus for about 1 second. To move to the next option, the stylus should be deflected for at least 4 seconds. Probes subjected to high levels of vibration or shock loads may output signals without having contacted any surface. The enhanced trigger filter improves the probe's resistance to these effects by adding a trigger output delay to the trigger signal. Green, green, red, trigger filter off. No trigger filter is used. And green, 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 trigger filter on. A 10 millisecond delay is added to the output signal. To move to the next option, the stylus should be deflected for at least 4 seconds. To change the probe identity for turning the OTS on and off, blue, blue, blue. Probe 1, for use with the OMI2 and its variant interfaces. And blue, blue, yellow. Probe 2, for use with the OMI2T and H variant interfaces, when twin probe installations are required. To move to the next option, the stylus should be deflected for at least 4 seconds. Where separation between the OTS and the interface is small, the low optical power option may be used. Optical transmission range will be reduced as shown in the user guide, but battery life will be extended. Yellow, yellow, red. Low optical power. And yellow, yellow, green. Standard optical power. This is the default factory setting. To exit configuration mode, the OTS should be left undeflected for at least 20 seconds at any time during configuration mode. This puts the probe back into standby mode. It's recommended that all settings are reviewed after programming. The system is now ready for stylus alignment.